Alright, so we have our customizer set up. Now what we're going to do is work on the home page posts. So I don't want it to just be the regular index page. It's going to have a custom front page with a custom query where we want to get any posts that are in the featured category. Okay, so first thing I want to do is go back into the back end and let's first create some categories. We're going to have one called featured. Alright, and then let's say, business, web design, let's say mobile development, and we also want a category called gallery. Alright, and we're going to get to that later. So let's go to add a new post. And actually, before we add the post, we need support for our featured image. So let's go to functions PHP, and in the FC theme support function, we'll say add featured image support, add theme support, and we want to pass in post thumbnails. Okay, so now if we go back and reload, we have this featured image box down here. So let's grab that or click that, and let's see. Okay, so you should have a folder called underscore images, and I'm going to upload these three and these three. Okay, and we're going to choose this one for our featured image. Okay, we want this to be in the featured category as well. Alright, I'm going to just paste in some dummy text. Now I want to specify where the read more should be, so I want it here, so I'm going to click this insert read more, and then I'm going to paste in the rest. Okay, let's publish that, and let's say add new, paste in some sample content there, and then set featured image. We're going to choose this one, and we're going to choose the featured category. Okay, we'll add another one, paste in a title, paste in the content, featured category, and let's set the image to this one. Alright, now while we're here, we might as well create the other blog posts. So we'll say add new, and let's go ahead and paste in the title, and then I'm just going to paste in some content here, and let's set this to, we'll say mobile development, set featured image, we'll grab image here. Alright, so let's publish that. We'll add another one. Okay, paste in the title, content, we'll say web design, set featured image, we'll grab this here, and then let's create one more. Okay, we'll choose business for the category and set featured image, update. Alright, now what we want to do is go to pages, and we want to just create some blank pages, one for the home page, and then we'll create one called blog. Alright, and then what we want to do is go to settings, reading, and set home page or front page to home, and then post page to blog. Okay, once we do that, we can add the menu items. So let's go to menus, and let's see, home we're going to keep as is, but we want to add a couple things. We'll add about and the home page. I'm sorry, not the home page, the blog page. We'll put about right here, and we'll actually get rid of sample page. We don't need that. And let's see what else. That's good. So save, and then if we go to our front end and reload, it's still the same because it's just static HTML right now. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to have a custom home page, so we're going to create a new file and save it as front-page.php. Okay, if we go and reload, we get a blank page because it's looking at this file. So what we'll do is let's go to index.php and grab everything. Let's see, we'll grab, well, you know what, we only need one of these, so let's just grab this article or post, and we're going to need the header. We'll say php get header, php get footer. Alright, and then what we'll do is we need to set up our custom query. So let's say featured query equals new WordPress or WP underscore query, and then we want to pass in an array with category name is going to equal featured. Alright, and then we'll do our while loop. Okay, we'll say while featured query have posts. Alright, and then right here we want to say featured query the post, and then here we'll paste our article. Okay, so let's save that and see what we get. Okay, so we're getting 3 articles, which is correct. We have 3 posts, but they're all the same content because we're just using static content. So let's update this. The title, we're going to say PHP the title, and now you should see the titles change. Okay, for the excerpt, let's replace this paragraph here and we'll say PHP the excerpt. What else? For the date, we'll say PHP the time, and we want to format that to show the date as well, so I'm going to just paste in some formatting. And let's see, the read more, we're going to have this is going to go to PHP the permalink. Okay, that'll take us to the individual post. And then for the image, let's replace this with PHP the post thumbnail. Alright, now we want a specific size, so what I'm going to do is go to functions PHP, and right under where we included the theme support, or the post thumbnail support, we're going to say add image size, and let's pass in, we'll call it home thumb, and we'll set the width to 715 and the height to 449. Alright, and then we can go ahead and pass in home thumb, and that'll make it the size we want. So let's go ahead and save that, reload. Okay, so that looks good. Now remember, we want every other image to be on the opposite side. So all we have to do here is we're going to add a counter right here. Okay, so we'll say PHP, and let's set a counter. We'll call it I. We'll set it to 0. All right, and then we just want to go right above the while. I'm sorry, inside of the while. And we want to increment the counter. So I++. That'll increment it by 1, and then we're going to do an if statement, or an if else. Okay, we're going to say if I, and we're going to use the modulus operator, 2 is not equal to 0. So basically we're going to check to see if the counter is even or not. If it is, then let's create a variable called float and set it to no float, and then else we're going to set float to the class of float right. Okay, and then all we have to do is add that on to the description right here. We're going to say PHP echo float. Alright, so let's go ahead and reload. And now you can see that the images, they kind of switch spots every other post. So that's what we want. So in the next video, we're going to take care of the blog page. Okay, right now it's still set to static content because it's looking at index.php. Okay, so we'll work on that next.